Already too. I saw something a couple weeks ago that I basically wanted to mimic myself. So I use the Whoop band exclusively as my fitness tracker. I've just found it to be extremely useful in the way that it presents data. And I just want to show you what it looked like, what my data looked like after getting the J&J vaccine. I've seen a couple of people posting how their recovery in HRV basically tanked after the vaccine. So I wanted to basically prep for that. And the way I did that is I just increased my hydration and electrolytes in the days leading up to my vaccine. And just to get like trace minerals in, I ate like canned oysters every single day. And whether or not that helped me with my recovery, I'm not sure. But I just wanted to show you what that data looked like. For those of you who are Whoop band enthusiasts, I'm sure you'll get a kick out of this. So obviously I knew I was going to get my vaccine ahead of time. So I got my vaccine on Monday, May 10th. So starting that weekend, I woke up pretty well rested. I basically use this software called Anki to prep for the MCAT. So I stayed up pretty late that night. As you can see, I went to bed at like 5 a.m., but I slept pretty well. For these days, I did not set an alarm. So I just let my body wake me up. I woke up that day, 77% recovery. HRV was pretty high at 81. Every single day I do meditation, either in the beginning or later in the night. And I did a CrossFit style workout. I kept my workout consistent for the next couple of days. That consists of like kettlebell swings, bench press, dumbbell rows, and some jump rope. And yep, there's that. Next day, I probably went a little bit harder than I should have. Woke up about 6.5 hours of sleep. Did not get my vaccine yet. Did the same CrossFit style workout again. Kept it a little bit easier and went ahead and meditated. Woke up on Monday morning, the day of my vaccine. Pretty well rested, 85% recovery, 85 HRV. I got my vaccine at 3:10 p.m. local. Ideally, I would have done like some sort of exercise prior, but I like 3 hours afterwards, I did just some light jump rope. No matter what, I do 1,000 jump ropes every single day. So I kept it pretty casual that day. I completed 1,000 in about 30 minutes. For perspective, I could typically do 1,000 in about 10, 15 minutes at a much faster pace. So this was pretty comfortable. Otherwise, kept diet, nutrition, increased my electrolytes as I previously stated. Went to bed, woke up. I anticipated having some like night sweats, night chills. So that's essentially what happened. I kept the fan on, so that helped. I went ahead and proceeded with doing the same level of exertion as I did the day before. So I did 1,000 jump ropes. It took me a little bit longer. I definitely struggled halfway through. So when I got to about the 500 jump mark, I definitely felt pretty fatigued. When I woke up this day, it sort of felt like what you would feel like after a really heavy deadlift session. You sort of have like that sort of like achy, like nervous system sort of pain. That's essentially what I felt. So I just increased my hydration even more. So with these couple days prior, I increased my hydration by about half a liter. This day I increased it by an entire liter, and I kept everything else pretty consistent. Wednesday morning, I woke up a little bit recovered. I would say on this day, I had a lot more like joint pain and muscle ache. It was only on this day that I considered taking some NSAIDs. So I just took like 200 milligrams of ibuprofen. That helped a little bit. Whether or not that was a placebo effect, I'm not sure, but I was pretty well rested. I felt pretty good enough to do another CrossFit style workout, kept it pretty light as well. And then meditated as normal. And then today, when I woke up, I felt really good. HRV basically went through the roof, past 100, and recovery was a 93. And I thought it was a much more difficult CrossFit style workout, but I guess not, according to the boot band. But I would say, really the worst days were the day afterwards, were the first 48 hours after getting my vaccine. But otherwise, I was able to keep exercising to some degree. Within these 2 days, the Tuesday and the Wednesday, I definitely felt better after doing some sort of exercise. Whether or not that was me just getting blood flow to those areas, that were kind of hurting or just getting blood flow going in general. Whether or not that actually helped, not sure, but definitely did not suffer too much getting the vaccine. So for those of you who probably got one of those 2-shot vaccines, I've definitely seen on Reddit people having like somewhat of a similar experience between each dose. So if you have the J&J vaccine in your area, like definitely consider it, but obviously take whatever is available to you. And considering the fact the mandate has basically been lifted, once you've been fully vaccinated, you can basically return to some sense of normalcy. I think this is fantastic news. And if you have a Whoop ban or considering getting a Whoop ban, I think, seeing data like this on your physiology after getting like a shot is pretty cool. And I'll go ahead and make some future videos on how I use the Whoop ban and how me studying for the MCAT is making some days less recovered than others. But I thought this was going to be a really interesting video to make. So let me know your thoughts, and hopefully you get your vaccine soon. All right.